lot goes into the price of the cigar. Taking some of the obvious things out as relates to the packaging. I mean, you can't get around that. The band costs what it costs, the boxes cost what they cost. But once you really get into the meat and potatoes, what it comes down to is time and material. When I talk about time and material, I'm talking about the time it takes for the tobacco to age. How long has it been aging? How long ago was the tobacco harvested? That comes into play. And then also from a material standpoint, what is the actual tobacco? In particular, when we talk about Cohiba cigars, we've talked extensively about the red dot, the Cameroon. That wrapper, to grow that wrapper, export it, and bring it throughout the world, there's a cost associated with that. I mean, in particular, you're talking about a wrapper that's literally grown amongst thousands of small micro family-owned farms. So it's just a big apparatus to sort of bring all that tobacco together and get it off of the continent of Africa. And even with that, it's a very temperamental tobacco that takes time to work with. If you have tobacco that's been harvested years ago and it's been sitting and aging, with any product that someone has invested in and put time in, they're not necessarily commercializing it immediately. The biggest true factors is the material, the actual tobacco that you use, and then the time that you put in that tobacco before you bring it to market. Those are the biggest things. Then after that, we like to think that, cigars should stand on their own. They don't need to be in a box, or they don't need to be banded. Well, if that's the case, then we wouldn't have box and bands, right? It's all about the experience, it's about the visual experience, especially if you're going to invest in a certain cigar release or a certain offering, and you set it aside. You want the packaging to be elegant and to be worthy of the cigar itself. So a lot of things come into place. Most importantly, again, time and material. You can't cheat time, you can't cheat material. So that's, in particular as it relates to Cohiba, what goes into the price of the cigar.